right, guys. All right. Welcome. 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 I can see some people are joining. Sorry, we have to start late because of technology issues. Sorry, welcome. We are live. Welcome. Okay. Welcome. We are live. We are live now. Okay. It's going to be an amazing session. So welcome. So don't forget that you can ask question in the comment section. So if you have any question, just drop it there while we are during this call. Welcome, welcome. Okay, on this call we are also going to be having a live conversation whereby you can call in. I'll be dropping the link whereby you can call in to ask questions and get answers to your questions. Okay, welcome, Mr. Emmanuel. Mr. Emmanuel says, hello, everyone. Mr. Emmanuel, welcome. Thanks for coming. Thanks for attending. Welcome to everybody. We are live. This is not playing. Try now. Okay. Welcome. Okay. Welcome. Sorry, we are 7 minutes late. Sorry about that. Welcome. This is going to be an amazing session. Okay, Mr. Ridwan. Mr. Ridwan, don't worry, we are still going to get to your people now. You know how it goes now. So we are live. So you won't talk. I know you will still talk. So if you are in the room, just drop the link. Just leave a comment so that we know you are here. So welcome everybody. Welcome. I'm very excited to be here. Welcome. Okay. All right. Let's get right into the class. So okay. Welcome, Mr. Sixtos. Okay, Sixtos Telecom. Welcome. We can see you. Yes. Welcome. Miss Elizabeth. Welcome. We also have Miss Elizabeth again. We also have Mr. Yusuf. So welcome, Mr. Yusuf. So we have Mr. Unique LE. So welcome everybody. This is going to be a fantastic session. Hello, good morning. Okay, so I think Mr. Mubarak is asking a question, which is okay. Since we are discussing about how not to lose money in the during this session, I'm going to quickly answer Mr. Mubarak's question. Probably the customer is still waiting. So I'm going to answer the question. If you are trying to do any transaction during this period that is 50,000 naira and above, always collect the customer's details, whatever you are trying to do, whether transfer or withdraw or anything. Collect the customer's details, collect the what's it called, the name on the ATM, his ID card, his phone number. Make sure the phone number is going through. So those ones. Then also you can also take record of his address, so that in case of anything you'll be able to track him. So you just have to explain to the customer that big amounts like this you collect customer details. So snap the ID card. You can back it up on your email. Put the narration there. So put the narration there so that you won't forget. Email doesn't forget. You can back it up somewhere. You can write it in your record book, but you might lose your record book. So because sometimes you do transactions 2 years later, a year later, they start disturbing you that this transaction is a fraudulent transaction. It happens. It happens. So which is why you need to uh, which is why you need to get records, have a record that doesn't get lost. All right, guys. Sorry. Okay, Mr. I think that answers the question. All right, let's get right into it, Mr. Ridwan. Welcome. All right, so the topic of discussion is 7 strategies to avoid loss in the POS business, especially during this festive period, during this rush hour, because a lot of scammers are out there. They are sharpening their knives. In fact, some have even finished sharpening their knives. They are now out there trying to get your own hard earned money, all the money you've made from January. They want to get everything. They want to they want to cash out, as my brothers in Nigeria will say. But how can you prevent yourself from this kind of frauds? So we are going to be taking these 7 strategies. In fact, I think I have more than 7, but I always love to give bonuses. Yes. So the first thing you need to do, because, and make sure, like, the things we'll be discussing during this class, they look very simple, but if you don't follow them, you might be losing money. So people don't lose money because they make big mistakes. They lose money because they make small mistakes that they'll say, like, they just say I don't care or something, or they say, this one, I can just do this one and escape it. No, it doesn't work that way. So you have to take all these things uh with, should I say, with a high level of seriousness. So because any slight mistake can cost you hundreds of thousands of naira during this period and even beyond. So the first thing you need to do is to have a proper record keeping. Yes, proper record keeping. That was what I was telling Mr. the person that asked the question while we were starting the class, that uh, he needs to take proper record of each transaction. So, and a lot of us don't have record books. I think I shared the, what's it called, record book format for some of us. So if you want to get a sample of record book, you can see the link on the screen. It should take you to uh, the sample. So it will take you to the sample I use for as my own record book. It will show you how to record withdrawals, how to record deposits. Because whenever you have cases, maybe there's a fraudulent transaction case that you need to attend to. If you have a proper record book, that will save you from a lot of harassment, especially from police. When they see that this person has record book, the way they will approach you will be different from someone that doesn't have a record book, that is just doing everything offhand. So which is why you need to have a proper record book. Yes, proper record book. So the link on the screen, you can just copy it, bit.ly/3yb8lm8. So just go to that link, you'll be able to check the format I use for my own record book. Yes, so that is very, 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 very important. So because you need to take a proper record, and any transaction above 50,000 or 50,000 and above, always make sure you collect the customers, some extra details from the customers, especially the customer's phone number and then ID card, so that whenever there is any issue, you'll be able to trace the customer. So and it is very, very important that you even collect customers phone number for deposits. This has saved me a lot of money. Yes, there are sometimes that uh you mistakenly transfer to a customer, and if you did not collect the customer's phone number, there's no way you can retrieve the money. There are sometimes I've had a lot of cases that some of my employees mistakenly transfer to a customer. It is only because they collected the customer's phone number. Why they are taking the record of that particular deposit. That's only how they were able to retrieve the money. So always collect customers phone number. If you can't collect it for smaller withdrawals, always collect it. Even though you are doing 1,000 naira deposit for someone, always collect the person's phone number, so that if there's any issue, you'll be able to trace the transaction. So there are a lot of things we'll be discussing. So if I remember anything, I might be coming back to discuss. Okay, so give me a few moments here for me. No, that's give me a few minutes. Okay, guys. Sorry, the heat here is kind of much, so I had to open the window, and I don't want to use fan so that it won't disturb. Oops, this is affecting the way. This is okay. So you have to make sure you take proper record. So the next thing is for you to always this next something this next point is always take always keep. I'm coming. We have some questions. Okay. Yes, Mr. Anthony is asking that do you think everyone can give you their details, especially their phone number? Yes, that's what I'm saying. That if the amount is high, it is very, very important for you as well as for the customer for you to take proper record. That is for you to collect the person's phone numbers. Please, Mr. Godwill is saying God's will is saying that he doesn't collect phone number. Please, especially for deposits, always collect phone number. Deposits and high amounts, high volume transaction, always collect customers phone number. It is very, very important, and it can save you a lot of headaches. Yes, it can save you a lot of headaches. Most customers will be willing to give you their phone number for deposits as well as big amounts. It's something I've experimented with. So if they put out, that's why I said you need to also confirm. Sorry, you need to also confirm the phone number they are giving you. You need to confirm that. So you need to confirm the phone number they give you. So if you're like the person that does 1 million naira, 1.5 million naira now that he posted the other time, so you can collect the person's phone number. So just collect the person's phone number down for the deposits. So that will save you a lot of headache. Just dial the customer's phone number while he's still there. Make sure the number is reachable and is ringing with him. So that will save you a lot of headache. So Mr. Anthony said, I agree with you. So with deposits, yes, because this particular one has saved me a lot of money, a lot of money. I could remember one day one of my employees just called, Oga, I want to send, was it 2,000? She went to send 20,000. I say, I say, wait, I said, well done. No. So she went to send 20,000 instead of 2,000. The only thing that saved her was because she had the customer's phone number. And that can happen to anyone. It can happen to me, it can happen to you. But if you collect the customer's phone number, you'll be able to trace the customer. So the second point I was saying is that always keep merchant copy. Just yesterday, someone was chatting me saying, Mr. Tope, I withdrew 30,000 naira and another 10,000 naira, but I don't have the receipt and I have not been credited for this particular transaction. So, like for this one is on POS, she withdrew 30,000 naira and another 10,000 naira. That's 40,000 naira. She was not credited for those transactions. She said, I'm very sure the POS showed approve something. There's no way we can confirm if you don't have merchant copy, which is why you need to make sure your POS is printing two copies, like two copies. The first one it will print for most POS is the customer copy. That's the one. That's the receipt you give to the customer. I'm talking about POS now. That's the receipt you give to the customer. The second one is the merchant copy, which is what you need. Don't give your own copy to the customer. Don't collect customers' own copy. Always keep merchant copy. Those of you that set your POS to print one receipt, it is not advisable. It is not advisable. It's very for you to have two receipts. The merchant copy, keep it very well. Make sure you are credited. Even though you want to dispose it, always check before you dispose it, because nobody will pay you for any transaction unless they want to just be lenient or something like that. Nobody will pay you for any transaction that you don't have a merchant copy. As let's say you did a withdrawal and it's not showing on your POS immediately. If you want to claim the money, it is receipt, the merchant receipt that you use to claim the money. So it is the merchant receipt that you use to claim the money. So always make sure you keep merchant receipt. So she did that transaction, not knowing that the transaction was declined. Some POS, they will first write approved and later they will say decline. So, but she saw approved, she rushed and paid customer. So without the receipt, that receipt is the evidence that shows that you actually paid the customer and the transaction actually approved. So always keep merchant copy, even though for deposit, always keep merchant copy. So for as long as a week, or after you check that they've credited you, you can still dispose it. Okay, yes, somebody said, Mr. Bamidele said he usually collects phone number for deposits. Yes, that's very, very good. And also keeps receipts. That would have saved you a lot of money. I know a lot of people that have lost money because they don't have merchant receipt and they don't collect customers' phone number. Okay, I think Miss Elizabeth said our POS doesn't print, that is, our OP traditional POS doesn't print uh, merchant copy. Okay, I'll share, okay, I'll share a video, the one I made on YouTube. Okay, let me see if I can quickly search for that so that you can watch that video and then you'll be able to go through the steps to set your OP POS, whether OP traditional POS to be printing two receipts. So some POS, when they come, they will only be printing one receipt. So you can set the POS to be printing two receipts, so that you'll be on the safe side. It is very, very important, especially during this period, during this festive period. This is the time you'll be seeing, oh, I've just been defrauded, I've been this, I've been that. So this is the time. This period, you have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very careful how to. You can just go to YouTube and search for that, but let me just share the video link with us to set OP traditional or prints two receipts, right? So two receipts. Okay. So it is very, very important. It is very, very, very. Yeah, Miss Elizabeth, I'm trying to get you the link how to set up a traditional to print two receipts. Okay, this something is still loading. Sorry. Okay, I think it's this video right here. So copy link address. So I'm dropping the link now. You see the link on this comment section. You can check the comment section now, and I'll display it on the screen. I'll display it on the screen. It's still sending. Okay. Okay, sorry. I think we can see the link. Sorry, I don't know. My network is running slow. Okay. Check your internet connection. Let me put it on the sorry. Let me put it on as banner so that I can. Okay. Okay. For those that want to print, okay. For those that want to set their OPay POS to print two receipts, so that's the link. That's the link. So most POS you can set the number of receipts you want to be printing. Someone is saying something in this comment section. Uh okay, we are still going to, someone is asking, okay, someone is asking, 14,000 naira was mistakenly sent to a customer but refused to return the money. When we called him, how do you think we can recover the money? These are cases you meet, even though you collect customers' phone numbers. Sometimes some customers can be very, very terrible. They might not want to return the money and all that. So I won't lie to you. There's no if like there's no direct way to retrieve the money. So if you know the customer personally, this is Nigeria, you can just take police go carry him. So, but if you don't know the customer, if you don't know his whereabouts, sometimes it might be very very difficult to uh, to retrieve the money back. So the usual process for anyone that mistakenly transfer money to someone else is to go to the court or go to a police station, like a standard police station, not the roadside police station. Go and get, when you report to them, they will help you get court order to freeze the person's account. When they freeze the person's accounts, then the money can be reversed to you. But this is it's usually applicable when it's a fraudulent transaction. Maybe the customer came to you, he doesn't give you money, and you mistakenly transfer to him. Some will say is abracadabra. So you transfer to him and you can't find the customer again. So in such cases, you can log it at the nearest police station or go to the high court, the closest high court. But police know how to do that. So, but don't just go to any police station. Just go. You need to go to a standard police station, especially the divisional headquarters of police station. So they will help you do everything, but it might cost you around 10 to 15,000 naira to do the process. So if the money is not much, sometimes you might just want to leave it. But if you want to actually get that person, you can go to the nearest police station to log the complaint, and then they will help you recover your money. So though the process might take a while, and then it can also cost you some money. So I think this person is talking about, Mrs. Bamdele said, Kuda, how do I get it? I think you are talking about Kudi. So if you need any POS, just chat me on my number. I will display the numbers, the two numbers. So if you need any POS, okay, sorry, that's not for this. So chat me on WhatsApp on any of the numbers showing on the screen. So any of the numbers showing on the screen. So do we have any question before? Okay. Do you have any question before we move to the next? Okay, Mrs. So someone I'll still get to Mr. Samuel's questions that says Freedom Network and Payvice, are they good? Okay, I'm going to answer. Someone is saying Mr. Sisters Telecom is saying kindly answer my question. Hope I have not jumped your question, Mr. Sisters Telecom. I can't see the question, Mr. Sisters Telecom. Okay, please resend the question, please. Please resend the question. I can't see the question. I can't see the question, guys. Give me a few seconds here. I'm coming. Sorry, the delivery guy is actually waiting for me. Let me quickly do this. Sorry. So, guys, so the next so point number two is for you to always keep merchant copy. Always keep merchant copy Sorry, guys, I'm not seeing your questions though. Okay. Yes, someone is asking that this is a crucial question, that if someone comes to withdraw 1.2 million and they later discover that the ATM card was stolen, can they hold the POS man responsible? Yes, of course, they can hold you responsible. But that is why I advise every one of us to collect customers' details. Always collect customers' details, because it is only when you are able to give the customers' details that they will leave you alone. But if you can't get the customer details, they might hold you responsible, that probably you are part of them or you are working with them. So, but if you can provide the customers' details and all the ID card, that is very important, because someone withdrawing 1.2 million to some is a small money, but 1.2 million naira is a huge amount in this kind of financial system. So, it is very important that you collect the customers' details. So, it's very important. Sorry, guys, give me a few seconds. Sorry about that, guys. So, sorry about that. So it is very important. So that's why you need to collect the customer's details. So someone is asking some, please okay. Um, Mr. Samuel, I'm going to answer your question. Just sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I'm supposed to deliver some terminals to Lagos today. So the delivery guy just came to pick it up to send via the bus park. Sorry about that. So, Mr. Christmas Samuel, I'm going to answer your question, because we have another session of where I'll discuss using the best POS. Because if you use the wrong POS, I think, is it the next thing? Okay, now the next what was commission percentage transaction for aggregator? I can't hear again. Please, how can one be an aggregator? Okay, I'm going to, all these things, I'm going to answer the question, though it's not related to this session, but let's finish the session so that we can take all questions at once. So the next thing is to record this point is not too obvious, but a lot of people have lost a lot of money. In fact, how I got to know is because a lot of my employees usually do that mistake. If you want to do deposits for someone, the first thing you do is to collect the customer's details, where you want to send the money to, bank bank name, account number, amount, the charges you collect, and the person that comes to send the money, is phone number. Record it in your record book first before you even try to say, okay, let me do the transfer. It is very common among us for us to say, okay, let me do the transfer first. No, if you do the transfer first, you might be doing mistake of sending a wrong amount. It is very, like, it is rampant for people to do mistake when they click on when they just do the transaction directly, the deposit directly. So to save yourself, just make sure you put the, what's it called, first. You put it down first before you do the transaction. So always write deposit transaction down, that is, collect the customer's details down. After collecting the customer's details down, the next thing you do is to now do the transfer. Then you write the channel you used to do the transfer on your record book. So this is one way people lose a lot of money. Okay, sorry. This is one way people used to lose a lot of money. I don't know if I lost my connection. So the third point is for you to record deposit transaction before you do them. Record it. Always have it recorded in your record book before you do the deposit. So the next step, which is the next point, is point number 4, which is always audit your account daily. Yes, always check if your account is balanced. Okay, guys, can you hear me now, guys? Guys, can you hear me now? If you can hear me, please, let's put it in the comment section. If you can hear me, put it in the comment section. You know, our network is not as strong in this country, but we have to just if you can hear me, please put it in the comment section so that we can move forward, so that I won't be talking to my screen. If you can hear me, put it in the comment section. Can you guys hear me? I believe you guys can hear me. Let's, yes, okay, thank you, Mr. Unique. We can go forward. So the point number 4 is that you should always audit your account daily. Yes, always check your account daily. There are a lot of things you can check in your accounts, but checking, yes, checking the cash left, that is, if you are the one staying in your outlet, checking the amount you brought to work and then the amount you are taking home in the evening, checking that, it is very, very important for you not to lose money, especially if you have an employee. I always share this simple formula for a lot of us who have been on my call. So this simple formula will help you check whether your account is balanced for cash, whether the cash you bring in today is the one, whether the amount left with you at the end of the day is right, or maybe you have you've lost some money. So this formula will help you. So we've done a previous class that shows how you can balance your daily accounts. So you can see that on this YouTube channel as well, how to balance your daily account. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Captain OJ Investments. Yep. So always audit your account daily. Don't say, oh, you'll do it tomorrow. Even though you are going to do it the next day, always do it before, always check your account before business the next day, so that you won't be procrastinating. Don't be piling up accounts and say, I'll clear it in a week's time. No, because if you clear it in a week time and there's a problem, you might not have the energy to say you want to go and trace everything from start. But if something happens today and you check at the in the evening and you see that your account is not balanced, that one you can easily go back and check immediately and know where the problem is. This something is still fresh, and you can easily recall where the mistake comes from. Always audit your accounts every day, every day. That's point number 4. So point number 5, yes, thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. Point number 5 is that this point is very, very crucial, and it has cost me a lot of money, and it is not specific to me alone. It is what a lot of business guys have been saying. They've been repeating it. Even billionaires have been repeating it. It's one of the mistakes they did before making it. It's one of the mistakes they did before making it. And this is very common. In fact, I can say 80% of Nigerians don't do this. Yes, they don't do this, especially the SMEs, the small medium enterprises. They don't do this. So point number 5 is always separate yourself from the business. I was telling someone yesterday that if you want to spend 1 naira from the business, don't even say you want to spend 1 naira from the business. If you need something for your personal needs, you can. It is better for you to borrow it from someone else than borrowing it from your business. The last result should be borrowing from your business. If you need something you want to use, maybe you need 5,000, 10,000 to use quickly, do not take it from the business. Go and borrow it from somewhere else. Yes, go and borrow it from somewhere else. Don't say, yeah, I want to buy 1 bottle of soda, or one bottle of anything, and you carry the money from the business sharp sharp. No, do not do that, because if you are doing that, if money miss in your business, you might think, okay, maybe I was the one that used this money to buy so and so. So always make sure you don't spend your business money. Separate yourself from your business. Separate yourself from your business. So don't say you and your business, they are the same. No. If you want to pay yourself from the business, pay yourself a salary, and make sure it is the exact amount you remove from the business. And always check every day. Okay, yesterday I started with 100,000, or let's say this month I started with 100,000. At the middle of the month, I must have maybe 120,000 naira with me. So you keep tracking what you have in your business. So that way, even though if someone defrauds you, you can easily check. Even though if your employee is trying to do mago mago, you'll be able to know. But a lot of people don't check. That's where the problem comes from, because they don't check because they mix themselves up with the business. They mix themselves up with the business. Yes, if you don't separate yourself from the business, there's no way you can know if money is missing or not. So it is very difficult for you to know if money is missing or not. So always separate yourself from the business. This point, if you do not gain anything from this session, if that's the only thing you gain, guys, you've made a lot of progress. So that's point number 5. Point number 6. Now, someone asked question that Freedom Network and what's it called? Freedom Network and let me find the question again. Freedom Network and Payvice. Uh, please, how good is Freedom Network and Payvice? Personally, I've not used them before. In fact, last week I was still discussing with. Yesterday I was still discussing with Freedom Network on how I can also partner with them and see what their network is. Though I'm still trying to review the system they have in place. So, but for now, I'm yet to know what is on ground for Freedom Network, and as well as Payvice. I've not used Payvice before, and I don't know someone using it. So it is very important that if you are using POS, especially if you are just starting out, I will advise just go with the well-known companies that everybody knows, like OPay, Moneypoint, Kudi, which other one? Palmpay is just coming up. They are well known as well. So all these ones, all these big names that people know, it is very safe for you to put your money there and then get a POS from them, so that whenever there's issue, you can quickly get response from someone, because those companies already have a system. They already have customer care system that can help you handle whatever kind of issue you have, because they've gone over the years, they've gone through a lot of challenges, and they know, now have a system to tackle all those challenges. So Freedom Network and Payvice, I don't really know uh, how their network is. If you have someone that's using them, you can ask. That has been using them for about 3 months. You can ask for the person's experience, but I would say it is very, very important that you go with companies that are well known. Don't go with newcomers. A lot of newcomers have come and gone in this business. Yes, they've come and gone. So that they will not go with your money. So always partner. That's point number 6. Always use POS from a company that has been in the business for a while. Use OPay, use Kudi, use Money Points, use PamPay, use which other one is there. So use the big guys that people already know. So that's point number 6. So point number 7. So point number 7, yes, this point is very important as well. So a lot of people will say, I trust my employee. That's why I don't audit my accounts. I'll be like, do you mean it, or are you you trust if you trust your employee, that's when you should audit them more. Yes, that's when you should audit them more, because a lot of employee will know that okay, Oga trust me, so that's why they won't. They will try to play on your integrity, and then they will start stealing your money. So always make sure when you trust your employee, that is when you trust your employee. Give me a few minutes, please. When you trust your employee, that's when you should audit them. Sorry. Hello. Hello, guys. Hello. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. For those of you that know, I'm not too busy, but sometimes you might just have some things to just just attend to. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. That's another delivery I'm expecting. Sorry, eh? So maybe later, if you guys dash us money, we'll employ one staff to be handling all these things for us. So that's point number 6. Sorry, point number 7. Use trusted. Okay, employ trusted staff and then audit them. It is when you, if you trust your employee, that's when you need to audit them, because some people might want to say, okay, Oga trust me and all that. So always audit them. Remember, we are trying to discuss 7 strategies you can use to avoid loss during this festive period in your POS business, especially during this festive period. So we've discussed a lot of points, and I will be doing a recap for those that are just joining us. Actually, you can rewind this video, and then you'll be able to watch all the things we've discussed later, just as if you join us live as well. So always audit your employee. That's point number 7. So points. So bonus points, because we said 7 strategies. So number 8 is that don't pay customer for declined transaction, no matter what. Some people will say, in fact, during this week alone, I've had people. Today is Tuesday, and just this week alone, yesterday and today, I've had people complain that I paid to so person, the person did not give me my money. I paid the person for decline transaction. It doesn't. The person did not give me my money. I know I won't fool you by saying that you should not pay anybody for declined transaction, though that's the way it should be. But I know that some customers can be very, very terrible, that they want to cause wahala for you. So if you want to pay any customer for declined transaction, in fact, don't pay the customer for declined transaction, but in case some people do wahala, so so you can don't pay the customer 100% of the money. Always pay like 50-30% just for the customer. You explain to the customer that the funds will be returned back to his or her account, that you are just paying this and this, you are taking this like a loss. Even with that, it is very important, if possible, for you to know the customer's whereabouts, his house or his shop, or someone that knows his house or his shop, and you should be able to do, sorry, so you should do follow up so that you know when the money has been reversed to the customer. So don't pay customer for declined transaction to avoid loss. Don't pay customer for declined transaction to avoid loss. Then the other point number 9 is that whenever any transaction writes pending, I'm talking about deposit transaction now. If you do a deposit and it's writing pending, do not resend it. Do not resend the money to the customer. Always hold on for some time before you say, okay, let me resend. Always hold on for the system to ascertain the status of the transaction, because when you see pending on the system, it might be that the customer has already received the money, but it's just showing pending. So always make sure the system change from pending to maybe decline or approve. Some pending will be approved later, some will be declined later. So don't take the chance of resending another money to the customer. So it is very important, if it is pending, always hold on before you send another money to the customer. That's for transfer. Even if you do withdraw and it's pending, always hold on. Don't pay the customer. Tell the customer his bank will reverse the money. So especially for those that are using PalmPay POS, I think sometimes you might see pending. That is how to solve that kind of problem. So always hold on when you see pending on any POS you are doing. All right. Point number 10, which is kind of the last point before I start taking all the questions, is that always check network updates. Look, December is known for, in fact, November, December is known for network palaver, network issue. Yes. Sometimes, a lot of times, you might want to do transaction, they will debit the customer. But nowadays, thank God to OPay and Money Points that have given us the opportunity to be checking network updates. Let me see if I have the link to the network update here. So they've given us the link for us to be checking network updates, so that whenever any bank has issue, you can easily check. Sorry, you can easily check and know which bank has issue. I'll be sharing the link with us on how to check network updates. So check before you do transaction. Always check, maybe 30 minutes interval, check before you do another transaction, so that they won't debit your customer. Some banks will be having network issue, so always check. Some banks will have failure success rate of 20%. If you put your ATM, put customers ATM card like this, bam, you just hear debit alert. So so why I'm still trying to share the, what they called, find, let's check. We're trying to check for network updates. Okay, so I'm dropping the link to the network updates. So this one, I think this one is from Money Points, I think. So on your OP app as well, you can check the network updates. But this one I'm dropping you can use it whether you are using OP or Kudi or net or whichever network you are using, whichever POS you are using. Just use that link. It will take you to a page where you can check the current status of network, whether network is good or not, before you actually do transaction, whether transfer or depot or withdrawal, especially for withdrawal, so that you know if the bank network is good or not. All right, guys, I believe I'm not just talking to myself here. I think a lot of you guys are here. So let's go to question and answer Q&A. We spent about 50 minutes on this call already. So let's go to Q&A. Q&A. So that's the link there. That's the link to check network updates. Let me drop that in the comment section as well before we move to the Q&A. That's the link. That's the link. So now let's go to Q&A, guys. Let me check some questions we've not answered. Sorry. So someone is saying okay, okay. So someone is asking, what's commission per agent for aggregators? So this is not part of the core of this session, but I'm going to provide answers. So it depends on the platform you are using. It depends on the platform you are using. Like the platform you are aggregator for. So I think OPay still pays the highest commission for their aggregator. They pay about 25% commission, but that 25% means from what OPay is charging. Let's say OPay charge the agent 100 naira for a transaction. That means you are getting 25 naira of the 100 naira they are charging the agent. So that's what 25% means. But that 25% is for platinum aggregator on OPay. So the percentage varies. So some will pay 0.05%. So different platform has their own percentage. So you can reach me after this call. So if you want to become an aggregator, actually I have an online course that people take to become an aggregator. So I have an online course that people take. Okay, that's that one. So how can one become an aggregator? This person is asking, Mr. Samuel. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. So you can chat me on any of the numbers on the screen if you want to become an aggregator, and then I'll show you how to become an aggregator. Um, Okay, someone, Mr. Emmanuel is saying, so POS company should be doing KYC check for customer before approving such large amounts. Yes, some POS company have systems like this, like Kudi. They have system like this where uh, in a case like this, if you maybe you withdraw anything 200,000 and above, Kudi will hold the transaction under pending. Though you might have an approved receipt, but they will not credit you. Sorry, Kudi will not credit you for that amount instantly unless you provide the customer's ID card and the picture of the customer and then the phone number of the customer before they can release the money. Some platforms actually have that. Okay, so okay, this Mr. Samuel also asked that what do one do when a transaction is declined and customer still debited? I had a situation where a customer was to pay for lights and it was declined, but it was debited. So for any declined transaction, the system is that do not offer service or do not pay the customer for declined transaction. So most platforms, most POS have a place you can actually log the complaint, and then if the money is with them, they can credit you or they can credit the customer. But this is usually done within a period of 24 to 48 to 72 working hours. So do not render service. Tell the customer the bank will reverse it to him or her. So that's how to solve that. Mr. Larry, welcome. Welcome, Mr. Larry K. Welcome. Okay, someone says, can you can you paste the formula to balance account for someone that do TV sub, sell card, and all that? So for those that do TV subscription, the I think the formula still remains the same. The formula I showed you guys, but just need to add some things to the formula. So this is the formula to balance your account. So if you do TV subscriptions, Go TV and other stuffs like that. So you take it as you add it to this other part, the deposit part. So all those Go TV, DSTV you do, add it to the charges, funds, and then deposit part of what you do. So you add it to the deposit. You add it when you do deposit charges plus funds, then you say plus Go TV plus NEPA bill plus whatever you do. So you add it to the second part of the formula for you to be able to arrive at something. So that's that. So let's go to the next question. So okay, Paga POS. Someone is talking about Paga POS. Paga is the, should I say, the first POS company. They are one of the first POS company to actually start this business, and they are very reputable. Though I don't know much about. I'm also talking with them. I'm discussing with them about. I discussed with them yesterday about partnering with them, and I think their network is okay as well. Though sometimes before they used to have high charges where people complain about their charges, that the amount they are charging agents is much. But now I think they've reduced their charges to what everyone is charging. So Paga POS is okay as well. Very, very okay. Yes, Pay Force POS as well. Pay Force POS as well. They are one of the So Mr. Emmanuel asks, do you know anything about Payforce? Yes, Payforce is okay as well. They are one of the good guys there. They are one of the good POS companies out there. So Payforce as well is okay. So okay. So Mr. Samuel says, thank you for this point number 8. I have done it before, and now is an issue to collect the money back. Yes, it's always an issue to collect money from customers. So it's always an issue, especially when you don't have anything to track them or debit your money from their accounts or something like that. So it's always an issue. So it's very important that you not pay them. You should not pay them. All right, guys. So sorry, I said we are going to leave a link whereby you can call in. I said so. Let's see if that will work. Let me drop the link so that you guys can call in. So in case you want to ask a question and you want to ask a question as a voice, like you want to call in, just click on that link and then it will take you to our call room. So you'll be able to call in. So you'll be able to call in. I think network is kind of bad. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. So if you want to call in, if you have questions you want to answer, you want answers to, you want to ask via call, you can just click on the link on the screen, bit.ly/talkpay. Let me post that in the comments as well. Sorry. So let me post that. Let's post that. I don't know. People don't like chatting. People don't like ask, asking question online, like for the live chat option. You don't like asking question, or should we say, okay? Should we say they don't want to type? So I've dropped the link on the chat session as well. So if you have any question you want to ask via the call, just click on that link, bit.ly/talkme live chat. Yes, let's have you there before we end this call. So if you have any question you want to ask, maybe you are tired of typing or something, you can ask there before we end this call. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Is there any question I've not answered? Let's check. What's okay? Okay. So if you want to call in, just click on that link there. Just click on the link there. Use the link there to call in. It will take you to Zoom. Then you can ask your questions there. So you can ask your questions there, right? I don't think anybody is calling. All right, guys. Thank you very much. If you have any further question, you see my number on the screen. You can see it down here. You can see those numbers on the screen: 08137820379. And for those of you that are yet to subscribe to this channel, click on that subscribe button below, guys. Also turn on that bell icon so that whenever we are about to go live like this, whenever we are about to share amazing contents, amazing tips for you to safeguard yourself and make as much money as possible in the POS business, you'll be the first to know. Click on that subscribe button below and also turn on the notification so that you'll be the first to know when Mr. Tokbe release any amazing content. You'll be the first to know. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody that attended this meeting and those that will be watching this later. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. If you have any question, you can chat me on the numbers here. All right. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you, guys.